Oh, wait. Hey, guys. Hold on. Y'all know I got to do this thing. Hold on one quick second, guys. Hey, guys. It's Vanessa Terry here with Notary to Notary. How are you guys doing today? What's going on, LaShawn? Hey, Robin. Hey, Miriam. I am here for this good morning. I love it. I absolutely love it, guys. So, happy Monday. Oh my God, it's Monday. I just realized that. Happy Monday, guys. How are you guys doing? You having a great Monday? Are you owning your Monday? Are you controlling your Monday? Positive thoughts. Don't be a part of the, oh, I hate it's Monday crew. Be a part of, thank God it's Monday. I'm excited to get started this week and to build my successful notary business. I'm excited to accomplish new tasks, new goals, reach new bounds in my business. Are we excited today? I need some excitement, guys. Hello. Are you guys here with me today? So I'm going to tell you guys a few things of a few announcements we have going on, and then we're going to open it up for some Q&A. Okay, so as far as Notary to Notary goes, what's new and exciting? So we are almost finished our notary conference schedule for the rest of the year. We do have a few events, a few conferences that we are scheduling for the rest of the year. So I'm really excited about that. So I'm excited to see you guys again. And so I will be posting that out this week, the conference schedule. So if you guys want to attend, you can. First of all, let me do a disclaimer because I know in a second you're going to hear some of it. We are in South Carolina. You guys know if you follow my personal page that I made a goal when I turned 30. As they say, I turned 30. I don't know if I'm really 30. What's the government says? Anyway, when I turned 30, that I was going to go to every state in the United States that I haven't been to, which is pretty much all of them. And just, do touristy things, just learn the state. If I have any students in the area, I connect with them, things like that, family. And I just remember my uncle lives here. I'm going to have to call him. Anywho, and so we're here. Let me give you some of this view real quick. Get into this view. So we're staying at a beach house in Myrtle Beach. I'm trying to give you some view really quick. Can you guys see that beach over there? Can you see those palm trees? Can you get into that for me real quick? You see that? Yes. We're having a whole situation right now. If you haven't been to Myrtle Beach, I would definitely recommend it. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I've been to a lot of beaches, but I will say Myrtle Beach has had the most that you can do at a beach. Like, there's so many activities out here. It's impossible to be bored. I also printed off this 102 things to do while you're in Myrtle Beach. So we've been knocking out this list. We've done 8 so far. There's everything: parasailing, you have jet skis, you have escape rooms, laser tags. It's so many museums and different kind of things. We have axe throwing. So I think we're going to give that a try. Horseback riding, helicopter rides. I mean, it's literally nonstop stuff out here. And it's so pretty and animated. Like, it's so, all the places are so big, and like that, all their signage is really big, and like it's really well decorated. Junior, come here, hon. And so it's really well decorated. It's a lot going on. We went to a really big candy and ice cream stores, and the kids got henna done yesterday. Go ahead upstairs so you can finish. Grandma's calling. They got henna done yesterday, which is really super cool and exciting. I didn't get one. I was tired. By that point, I said, look, y'all, draw fast. At the end of the day, when the kids still want to do stuff and you're tired, that's where I was yesterday. And so we're going to do it again today. So I'm working and playing at the same time. So it's the best way to live for me. And that's why it's really important to have a flexible business, guys. So even if you just do e-notary, well, you can't do e-notary at your state, but that's where signing services come in. So that's like next. So we talk about levels to this industry. Everything that you do, you want to grow it as much as you can. So you start off as a notary, add-on notary, signing agent, e-notary. You start building your model like that, getting those 6 figures. And then you can go into, oh my gosh, thank you, Kim. Kim's always the best. Shout out to Kim for the super chat, guys. If you guys want to support the channel, you can. There's a little $ by your comment. When you put a comment, I always shout you out. But your comment with the super chat does support the channel. It helps us to create more content for you guys. So that's super cool and exciting. Thank you, Kim. Okay, so I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. So then after that, you can also build a signing service. Ashley is here. She wants me to braid her hair because, yes. So I have to braid her hair before we go. Do you want to say hi, Ashley?
Hey, guys.
Ashley's a part of the team. Guys, if you don't know, y'all know Ashley. Y'all know Ashley. So, anywho, what was I saying? So, yes, the next thing that we're going to do after you build it up, you get your contacts and start a signing service. So I told you guys I'm going to launch another training. So people could be asking me about, how to become a profitable signing service. And so I said I'm going to do a training. It's on my list of things to do. So our new thing will be, they said, hi, Ash. Our new thing is going to be, I always say I'm going to show you how to build successful 6-figure notary signing agent companies. And then we're going to add on a tier by the end of this year that's going to say 6-figure notary signing agent companies and $1 million signing services. And so we're going to show you how to do that. That's going to come later on during I don't know if it'll be at the end of the year, but I have a few months before I can actually create all that content and get it to where I can put it out for you guys. So that is definitely levels to any business model that you do, right? Awesome. Okay. Hey, Andrea. You're so silly. So yeah. So what was I going to say? So we have the ultimate signing list that's available. We have notary signing agent training, e-notary training, tax financial management. Do you guys file your taxes? Did we file those taxes yet? Anywho, we got tax financial management, marketing. I'll be adding more content this week. I know the ebook has been down for how to make $1,000 a week. I did get in contact with Amazon. I see the corrections that I have to make. Just some little technical things they need me to fix. And so I'm going to work on that today. So when I resubmit it, I think it takes like 48 hours for them to process and make it available. So hopefully in about 48 hours, that ebook is going to be available for you guys to use at that point. If you want, I know I had a few people asking me about the ebook. So I will get that done today and then post it. So I would say maybe like 2-3 days before you can get it again on Amazon. And we do have a contest running on social media right now. It's sharing out the, it's like a post on Instagram, all social media platforms. So basically we're going to pick a winner to win a copy of the book. I forget the date. Yeah, so there's that. What else is going on? All the trainings are online. I am still going to do the video on how to use the list. I have that. We have made some little shifts in the company, so stay tuned for that. Okay. All right. Thank you, Wendy, for supporting the channel. Super awesome. Good morning. Wendy said, hey, Ashley. She ran away. She's coming back. Anywho, but yeah, so thank you. Shout out to Wendy for doing a super chat, supporting the channel. We appreciate it. Guys, I know I've been a little MIA recently the past month because I was trying to get a few things organized. You can say hi from right there. Say hello.
Hello.
All right, now go get dressed. Okay, thank you. Okay. Y'all know at some point just kind of let the kids come in, But anywho, so yeah, we're in South Carolina. If you just hopped on, we are in South Carolina on vacation, and I still work on vacation though. It's still work, and I will say I've had 2 requests for. Thank you. I've had 2 requests for e-notary for me personally that I couldn't do, but I just sent them to my students. I have one I have to send out. She just asked me this morning. So whenever I'm out of town and I can't do e-notary, I just literally just contact one of my students that I know are set up and actually doing e-notarizations, and I just send it to them. And I say, here you go, take it, go for it. So I have to send these 2 out to one of my students now that I know, know how to do it, and they've do it. I want to make sure that, got to make sure that they know what they're doing when they do it. So make sure you guys get up on that e-notary situation. Okay. That training is online. It's okay. You need me to rejuvenate. Okay. You so silly. Okay. So we're going to hop into this Q&A in a second. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. The coaching is probably going to open up April 1st. We're still working on it. So we're not 100% sure if we're going to open up because we still have some students in it now. So we want to make sure that we don't overcrowd the coaching program. But I will send an email out there. We do have a promo going on right now that we did for spring. It's promo code SPRING, and it will save you. We had 50 available. I know we probably are like 5 now. I'm really not 100% sure. Not 5, half left. So probably 25 left at that rate. Thank you for your content. I really appreciate your energy. Yay! I love it. Let me tell you what I did this morning, and then I promise you we're going to hop into Q&A. So thank you, LaShawn. Shout out to LaShawn for the super chat. I super appreciate you for supporting the channel. So yeah, what I was going to say was the promo code that we ran yesterday. Was it yesterday? Was spring, and it gave you 50% off, but we only put 50 available. But last time I checked last night, it was still some available. I think it's like 20 or 25 left. What was I saying? Kind of in light of me coming back into social media, because I know I've been gone. I had a lot going on, but I just needed to clear my head. So let me tell you what I did. Well, actually, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to do your comments first, your Q&A, and then I'll tell you guys what I did this morning. That way, everyone who's just sticking around for the questions, they can get their questions answered, okay? All right, so let's see what questions we had, and then I'm going to read you some questions from our Facebook group. So our Facebook group is available to all Facebook students in all of our Notary to Notary students in the program. So if you're a notary, if you're a Notary to Notary student and you got any of the trainings, there's a Facebook group that you can join to ask questions, get content, all that good stuff. And so one thing I'll tell you about that in a minute when we get to that question. Let's just hit your questions first. Okay, so hey, Sasha. Hey, Robin. Hey, Deborah. You won something on the last one we did. All right, good morning. So Carrie Black says, good morning. I do general notary work, and I always feel like I forgot something. I'm making a checklist. Do you have anything I can add to my checklist? So whenever I do general notary work, the main thing, I guess the process that I go through from that initial phone call or that email, however they choose to contact me, is gathering all your information. So what am I doing? How many pages? How many signers? Where am I going? When am I going? Okay. And I ask all those things up front, and then I give them a rate based on the information. So usually I calculate how many pages they're doing, and then based off that, all the other information. So like a seal rate, and then everything else rate, if you want to separate it like that. And then I kind of gauge it like that. People always ask me, how do you charge? And that is such a open question, because it really depends on your state. It's your business too, so it depends on how you want to run it. I will tell you, I know notaries who charge way less than I do, but I also know notaries who charge way more than I do. So it's really up to you. At the end of the day, it's your business. You have to figure out what works best for you. As long as you're staying within the legalities of your state, you can charge whatever you want to charge at that point. Okay. So I give my rate, and then I will confirm the appointment with them. And then I go out there. When I go out there, introduce myself. Hey, what's going on? I just did a general notary work before I left. What day was that? Friday. And if you guys know, I never really get a chance to go out anymore, because I'm doing the signing service, which I need to really get on that in a second. The signing service, sending out orders all day, just organizing. I'm doing notary to notary. And so there's not really much time for me to go out and do loan closings anymore like I used to, but I miss it. And so when someone called me, I think it was Friday, I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. And I just took the appointment. She was so sweet, such a sweet older woman. She just needed something notarized. So basically I got the information. I gave her a rate. I got to the house, we went in there. I wore my mask. She gave me her documents. I looked at them, asked her for her ID. She signed. I signed and notarized. So at that point, you would fill in your journal. It's up to you based on your state. If your state requires you to do one, then you can. If it's not required, you don't have to. It's optional of what you feel is best for you with your business. Like I said, it's your decision how you want to do that. People ask me all the time if I use my notary journal. And so my since it's not required in Virginia, I don't use it for loan closings. I will use it for general notary work that I feel I need to use it for. And so people ask all the time, well, how do you know to use? And it's like, for me, the journal is meant to protect you, right? It's meant to keep track of what you're doing. If you're, for the record, if you're in a state that requires it, make sure you do it. For me, if I don't feel, it depends on the situation, if I'm going to pull out the journal and do it really quick or not. Like if it's, a school form, I don't know if you guys have in every state, but in Virginia, if you want your child to go outside of a district, a certain school zone that her address is for, you have to get a paper notarized requesting it. And so those typically, I don't fill that in because it's not that serious to me. It's like you have the parent and then the address change, so it's like, I want my daughter to go to this school. Okay, cool. And it's really common. So I usually don't make them, especially starting like in August, I get tons of phone calls for those. People who just want their kids to go to different school. So it really just depends on you. I do it usually for like power of attorneys, wills, things like that can possibly be contested, and then you have to go to court for it. So anyway, I notarize the document. I check her ID, notarize the document. She pays me the fee, and then I actually sat there and talked to her for a little bit. And then I just left. And that's basically it. Some people ask for receipts. I do e-receipts now. I used to have a little receipt book. I don't do that anymore. You can. It's personal preference. I've had some older clients prefer a paper receipt. And so what I'll say is I'll mail you one. And so I just print it off, drop it in the mail, 50 cents. Just get the address and mail it to them. It's really personal preference. But that's basically it. That's all I really do when it comes to general notary work. What's the weather? It is, I think, 60. It's going to be 60. It's not as hot as Florida right now. And I almost went to Florida, guys, instead of South Carolina. But I'm glad I didn't. Because you see, they shut Florida down. It's like they shut it down. Like curfew's like 8 p.m. And it's like, oh, I'm glad. And it's like, spring break and everything like that. So I probably wouldn't have had as much fun because it'd been like long lines everywhere. So we're here. It's 60 degrees. And, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It's cool. I like it. Next question. Do you recommend any TIPC trainings in Maryland? So there's a website that you could go to. I'll put it in the chat for you really quick. This is what I send everybody when they're looking for the, hold on. And you can just go to this site. This should help you get what you need. Oops. Yeah. Oops. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Actually, I'll give you both. Actually, this might be better because this will answer more of your questions. So I'm going to put this in the chat. Okay. Signing service, take me higher. I love it. Listen, I love it. Okay. I'm a new notary. Do you think I should get familiar with general notary work before I do loan signing training? So this is really optional too. It's personal preference. So there's two ways to do this. It's two answers. You can just do general notary work first and then go into loan signing training. Go into loan signings. That's personal preference. But there are people who go right into loan signings without doing general notary work. So there's perks to both. If you're gonna do like a training, like our training where we train you on the documents, you don't necessarily need to do general notary work first. But I do think that general notary work gets you familiar with filling out that notary section. A lot of people I have so many emails, y'all, of people who don't know how to fill out the notary section. They'll say, well, this says this, how do you fill this out? And so when you're doing general notary work, you're going to see so many different kinds of affidavits and acknowledgments that you'll get used to it. And so you won't get tripped up when you're doing loan closings when it comes to filling it out. But like I said, there's a lot of people who just go right into loan closings. It's a personal preference. In my training, I tell a lot of people, I train first on general notary work, then we go into loan closings. And the reason is because I have students sometimes who go right into loan closing. And it may take a little while to really start seeing those six figures and getting that full schedule. And so they get discouraged and they start saying, well, I don't think it works. It's not working for me. I put so much money into it. I'm not seeing a return. And so what I say is some people can get right into it and get a full schedule in 2 weeks. Some people get into it and they don't get a full schedule for 2 months. It just depends. I do think that kind of depends on what you put into it too. But so what I say is, okay. And I say to people too, who don't have all the money right now to invest into everything that we suggest in the training. So like the printer, different things like that. And so I say, you don't need a printer for general notary work. Okay. You can start and build that general notary work up, how we teach you in the training, and start doing that general notary work. Why? You get that cash right then and there. You're not waiting 30 days for a payout like a loan closing. And what you can do is start taking some of that money back, like do like a 50-50 split or 60-40 split, and take 60 as profit, and then put that 40% back into your business and reinvest it at that point. That way you're not just constantly putting out money and not making money back because you're waiting on that loan signing money to kick in. So what I highly recommend people who have those concerns is you can start the training. You can start, building both tiers, but, have both. If that's your concern, do both. If money is your concern, that way you're getting those power of attorneys, you're getting those wills, you're getting those community people who are just calling for random documents, and you're collecting that $50, $75, $100, whatever you're charging on a daily basis. That way you have that income coming in, and it's not like you just put everything out and now you're waiting. Even if you put everything out and you start getting loan closings, most companies pay out 30 days. And so that's a 30-day gap before you really start getting that money back. And if that's your concern, having that money for that period of time, then I would highly recommend doing both, or starting with general notary work first and getting some of that money in. A lot of people talk about that printer, how the printers, a dual trade laserjet printer can cost you, about $400 to $500, a good one. Okay. And people say, that's a big investment. And that's why I say, okay, general notary work, you don't need a printer. Okay. So take 60-40 or 70-30, whatever you need, keep that $70 as profit. And this is for any business, guys. Any business that you run, period. There's no business that functions full time and is successful without taking a portion of its revenue and reinvesting it into the company. A lot of times people start businesses and they think, especially this business model, I could just run it however I want, this and the third. No, this is a business, okay? You need to run it like an actual business, which means any successful business takes part of their revenue that comes in, and part is profit, but then part is reinvested back into the company, okay? Awesome. Let's see. Next question. South Carolina is an attorney state, not sure what else to do. You can still work in South Carolina. We send out orders in South Carolina. That just means that there's an attorney involved every closing. So I talk about this a lot in the training, but basically when it comes to doing, I lost my comment. Okay, I found it. Okay, so when it comes to doing attorney state closings, it's very simple. I actually had one of my students got one, and she's like, wait, what do I do? She got kind of one that we sent out to her. And I said, calm down. You're hyperventilating. Calm down. Relax. She's like, I don't think I can do this. I'm in this state, and the property is here, and they want me to call an attorney. I don't think I can do it. And I said, you can do it. It's called an attorney state closing. So anytime anyone closes a property, whether the property is in the attorney state or if it's in my state. So if I'm in Virginia, Virginia is not an attorney state. But say there's someone in Virginia who has a property in Georgia or in South Carolina where they are attorney states, I still have to abide by their rules. Okay. On the flip side, if you're in Georgia or in South Carolina, which is an attorney state, but the property's in Virginia, you do not need an attorney for that closing, okay? The rule of thumb is wherever the property is located, that's what you do, okay? So basically all you do is you get the information. You do not have to find your own attorney. Everyone always worries about, I don't have an attorney. I need an attorney. The attorney is usually the same one that did the closing. So when you have a closing, you'd have a title company or an attorney that does the title work. And so they're already there. So you take the order. They say, okay, this is an attorney state closing. Awesome. They already have the attorney's information on there. They have the phone number. The attorney will be waiting for you at the set closing time. You simply get there, call the attorney. And I always say you have three kinds of attorneys that will answer that phone. You will have the first attorney who will answer the phone and say, hey, my name is John Brown. I'm the attorney in this closing. And da, 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 da. If you need me, I'll be right here. I'm going to sit on hold, or they may hang up. Okay, call me back. Okay, the second kind of attorney is the one that says, hey, my name is John Brown. Let me explain your terms really quick in like 60 seconds. Do you have any questions? No? Okay, I'll sit on hold. Then when you're finished, awesome, great closing. Call me if you need me. And then they hang up. Those are the two you usually get. 90% of the time, that is the attorneys that you will get. Every once in a while, You'll get an attorney that wants to talk. And I love y'all. It's cool. The attorney that answers the phone, hey, my name's Jessica Brown, and I'm your closing. Yes, and I want to tell you about every single page, and I'm going to explain every single document to you, and they go through the entire package. And you don't say a word while they talk, and you just notarize, and they fill out. But usually the attorneys want to get off the phone. They have other things they need to do. And so it's not as scary as people make it out to be. And then you're done. Okay, and that's an attorney close. Okay. 50% off. Oh, yeah, that promo code is for anything on the website. So we did it for 50. It's 50 codes available. Promo code SPRING. And once all 50 codes have been used, it's just going to cut off. It's going to say invalid code. And so I don't know. I know last night when I checked, we had like 25 codes left. So you can use it on anything on the Thinkific platform. Okay. All right. Let's go back to comments. Will that work for coaching? It's not going to work for coaching, Andrea. Look at you. Plus, coaching is not even open yet. What steps do you recommend for someone brand new to notary? Take the training at notarytonotary.com. That's the first thing I would say. So that you'd be surprised. I have so many students. And if you are one of my students who have said this, please tell them this is true. Who I literally had one call me like 2 days ago. I have so many students who jump into everything. They buy a bunch of stuff they don't need, or they do a bunch of things they don't need. And I'll say, what would you do? And they tell me, and I'm like, why'd you do that? I don't know. Don't do that. Don't buy that. Don't buy that. Why'd you buy that? What are you doing? Why'd you do that? Don't do that. And it's like, well, I did it before I found your training. And it's like, well, I mean, it's done now. It's done is done. Other thing, I'm going to say it. I'm not going to name any names, but it was something that I was talking about in my training group. I do not recommend paying for any signing service. If there's a signing service that has a fee, I do not recommend paying for it. Okay. There are so many out there that do not have fees that it's just not necessary. Okay. It's an added expense that you don't need. If you want to, sure, go for it. I don't recommend it. It's not something that I would do. But if you choose that you would like to, you can. And the reason why I say don't is because there's enough out there that you do not need to pay for it. Personal preference. Now, if something happens in like a shift happens this year where all the signing services start adding fees, then yeah, we'll talk about it at that point. But right now, 95% of signing services do not charge you a fee to use their service because they need you. They make money from you. The more notaries the signing service has, the more loans they can close. So they need you to close the loans. Like, what are we doing here? No. Okay. All right. Next question. How many in-person signings do you recommend be performed by a new notary prior to diving into RON? So that's a good question. So it's similar to when people ask me, should I start off with general notary work and then go into loan closings? So e-notary is a whole different thing, okay? It's a whole different thing you need to learn. I've had students who just went to e-notary. Now, I do say you do need to know how to complete notarizations because that's a part of it. Can you learn that online? Yeah. Can you learn in the training? Yeah. Can you print out some samples and practice? Yeah. If you want to do some in-persons, I would definitely say before you do a RON closing, you might want to do some loan closings. You probably want to do some actual in-person loan closings to get familiar with the documents. I mean, you don't have to. I'm sure people are successful without it. That's a tricky question. It really is what you are able to understand. If you feel like you can do learn online and just get information and then hop into loan closings on RON, you can do that. It's really up to you. Like I said, I kind of went into it right from, I did general notary work, loan closing, e-notary. That was my order, but it doesn't have to be that way. It's personal preference. Okay. Someone said in the Facebook group that E&O insurance from the NNA wasn't good enough for loan signing work, just general notary work. Is that true? This is a very hot topic right now that everyone's been talking about in the notary world. And I'm going to give you my opinion. And I think people may agree, they may not agree, and that's okay. This is just my opinion. Okay. And like I said, I never claim to be 100% correct about anything. I will tell you what I think, and I always welcome you to do your due diligence. In my opinion, I feel like the insurance is fine, and I feel like it's adequate enough. Now, if there's a shift happening currently right now that's changing things, then we'll see it to come. But for the past 8 years, this is what I've had, and this is what has worked for me, and this is what has been accepted from title companies and signing companies as sufficient. And so To each its own. To each its own. Okay, let's see. A written checklist of all these items, both basics. Oh, I need my charger. Elena, can you grab my charger, honey? It's about to, all right, I'm going to have to cut this short because I don't think hold on. Okay, I got a cord. Now I just need a plug. Now I need an outlet. I need an outlet. Yeah, but I don't think it's going to reach. Hold on. How much battery do I have? Yeah, pray for my battery. Show energy saver preferences. Yes, please save my battery life. Hold on, y'all. Isn't there a way you could put it? Oh, I have 6%. All right, let's get this on the charger. Hold on, guys. Let's get you charged up. But I like my lighting right here. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see if we can do something different. It won't reach. It's too short. See if I have another charger in my room, baby. It's not in there. I know. I took it out of there. All right, y'all. We're going to improvise this in a second. Where'd I put the charger? Oh. Technical difficulties. 2 seconds. All right, let's see if I can get this. All right, hold on. I'm just going to have to hold it. Okay. Boo, I wanted to sit up. Okay. We're live. It's cool. A written checklist of these items, both basic and question. I don't know what you mean. I have a checklist in the training for supplies. Is that what you mean? I'm an e-notary in Virginia. How do I receive assignments from your company? Also, does SnapDocs use e-notaries as well? Remote online is my preference at this current time. So you can register online with signingorder.com. We haven't started sending out e-notary work yet as like a mass send out. I just send it out from people that I know that personally request from me, like different people, like companies that request from me or people. If I'm not in the state, then I just send it out that way. But we're not sending them out yet. To everybody, like how we're sending out the loan closings and general notary work. SnapDocs does allow you to put your e-notary. I did take one from SnapDocs like 2 weeks ago, I think, just to see how it worked. And so you put your credentials on there. There is a portion on SnapDocs now that allows you to put your credentials on there for e-notary. Put your credentials on there, and then you'll start getting offers for Ron. And so I did take one on their platform like 2 weeks ago, just so I can see how it works. So I can tell you guys. Okay. We'll do research for state specific. How long have you been in the business? Me, 2014. 2014, I got my notary commission. 2016, I went full-time. So I've been full-time notary. What's this? This is 2021? 5 years. And I started 2000. That's 5 years. And I started in 2014. So 6, 7. You guys do the math for me. Yeah. It was like 2014 2014 I got my commission. 2016 I quit my job. Do you sign passport? Do you sign for passports for kids? So yeah, that paper that you have to get notarized when like one parent's not available. Yes, you can notarize those. I do those. Yeah. How long is the process from start to finish, from training until your first signing? So it's literally up to you. Like I've had people who will finish everything in a week. It's really, and I say it all the time. People always ask me, well, if I do it, how long is it going to take? It's literally up to you. Literally personal preference. How much are you willing to put into it? It's literally up to you. The curfew is only on South Beach. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad. So I was like, oh my God. Good morning, new following you for now. Started the online course this week. Awesome, Talisha. I hope I said your name right, Talisha. Awesome. Good question, LaShawn. Vanessa, did you fall in love with loan signing right away? If not, when was the turning point? Also, do you think signers prefer to come to your office versus you going to their home? Okay. Did I fall in love with loan signing right away? I absolutely did. I love the money part. So there's 2 parts. Loan closings, I like the consistency and I Uh-oh.